There's a vibe here at OCBC Square as we welcome you back to Singapore to begin group play. Day number 3 officially, but the first day of pool play, and this is where we get into the teeth of the competition. Top 12 men's and top 12 women's teams looking to advance to the knockout rounds coming up the day after tomorrow. So on Sunday, these are the weather conditions as you would expect. Not a surprise in this region this time of year. It is sticky, it is hot, it is humid, and we got some good action coming at you here in a few. Take a look at our previous Asia Cup winners as we bring you the 9th edition here in Singapore for the 5th time in this incredible city. But all of those illustrious names, many of them look the same. That's because Australia have won 5 in the women's competition, and the men have taken 5 themselves. 2-time defending champs. Mongolia sprinkled in a couple, with Qatar winning the first one. That was the Asia Championships back in 2013. We'll see Qatar in competition today as they try to get back to the top of the mountain, so to speak. So we will set the table on what you can expect on this day as you get a look at the pools in the women's competition. They are all set. Those are your 12 teams. The defending champs have got to be the favorites, but don't sleep on teams like Japan, and even the Philippines can be interesting. Men's groups look like this. Couple of them coming out of the qualifying draw. India, one of those teams to emerge from the QD. They'll be playing here today. New Zealand's in the mix. Of course, the Kangaroos. Man, we got plenty to talk to, but first we'll take a quick breath and let you learn the rules of 3x3, courtesy of, well, I guess me.
Yo, what's good? My name is Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3. And if for some reason you still don't know the rules of 3x3, it is time to tap in. Class is officially in session. So on our half court, you got 2 teams of 3 players with 1 additional substitute on the bench. Yo, what's up, sub? Can I check in? In 3x3, even the ball is different. This is the official Wilson right here. Trust me, it's groovy, baby. This game is pedal to the metal. 10-minute game clocks, just 12-second shot clocks, and a 1st to 21 scoring format for the win. If a team doesn't score 21 points, all they have to do is outscore their opponent within 10 minutes. And you know we keep it street. In this game, we score by 1s and 2s. Anything inside the arc is worth 1. Anything outside of the arc is worth 2. Still got it. And this game is all gas, no brakes. Literally, after the opening check ball, play is continuous. Make or miss, offense turns to defense, just like that. This 10-minute sprint is just getting started. We'll see you at the top.
All right, don't worry. I'm not going to quiz you. I'm going to take your word for it. You know the rules of 3x3 now. Now we just got to play the game. 12 games on the slate today as we will see the men in pools B and D and the women in A and C in action. You saw those some of those teams that will be playing today and some of the friendly faces that are here at OCBC Square. Get ready to take a look at the action. I'm going to bring in my partner, standing next to me, my sharpshooter. Yeah, my sharpshooter indeed, the Tsar, Angelo Takarakis. Day number 3. QD's out of the way.
Yes.
Now we get to the nitty-gritty, as they say. Tell me what you see when you look at men's Pool B.
What I see is a team of Malaysia that has absolutely nothing to lose, everything to win. And when we're looking now at this first matchup against China, they're going to be against the defending finalist, and they'll have to play against the defending champ. So when you're coming into the main draw after escaping a very treacherous qualifying draw, then you literally play carefree. You play with your heart light. You play with your ambition to write history, to push mountains away, to try to keep your process of improvement, and nothing but positive things. It's a learning curve. We know that Malaysia is trying to make a push with 3x3. New management coming in, so it's going to be quite interesting to see the development. But for China, you need to watch out, because if Malaysia catches fire from deep, then the game can completely change.
Without a doubt, yeah.
And China will probably try to just bang people down, bang people up in the paint, under the rim, play physical. And it was kind of the recipe for success in last year's edition. But don't think that it's all about the grind under the cup. They also have the sweet guard play of Liu, and they have the ability to shoot it from deep as well. So I'm really looking forward to all these matchups that we're going to have today on day 3. And I'm excited to be by your side once again, brother.
Let's do it. Indeed. Malaysia now taking the court in their black uniforms, ready to hoop with Cheng Huang Zi, Xian Fu Ui, Jin Yang Chong, and Ting Hong Chun. Meantime, for China, they feature Shi Hao Han, Diang Lang Jiang, a longtime member of the national team, Ma Cheng Diang, and Quan Hao Liu.
Yan Hao Liu, that I've had the opportunity to see grow in this game of 3x3. I remember his performance at the U23 World Cup back in Bucharest. So we're talking about a few years ago now. And he's making strides and joining now the senior team, the senior squad.
Yeah.
And that's always great to see when a federation builds its program up with the youth and keeps the same people around to lift the torch.
Speaking of youth, you held a training clinic this morning, right?
Yes, correct.
So how'd that go? What were some of the principles that they learned from Nazar?
Oh man, thank you for pointing that out. I had the opportunity to work with the U19 national teams, both men and women, this morning with Coach Seda Erdogan. And what I really want to point out is how important continuity is when you play 3x3. Thank you for the water, sir. You're really trying to make sure that players don't just end up watching or remain stagnant on the perimeter and let their teammates go to work, and then it's eventually their turn. You want to build chemistry. And at the end of the day, you have so many principles you can choose, you can build your program around. I think you need to go based on what personnel you have, but the most important for me, no matter who you're thinking, get the ball moving, get people attacking, and build the win as a team, as a unit. Don't just rely on one person. That, I think, helps you prevail in the end.
I like it. I like it. Seeing they got the lessons this morning, and now I and our viewers get to learn from you throughout the day. Aren't we lucky? Although your predictions yesterday,
so that's the mood you got today.
No, I just wanted to, be honest with the viewers out there about, the picks yesterday. You were 7 for 7.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so I just want to keep it. He's worthy of being listened to. See, you thought I was going to hate on you.
Yes,
Yeah, you thought I was going to hate on you, but I cut you some slack. All right, here we go. Neither one of these teams going to cut one another any slack. They're going at it and going hard to start day 3. Main draw. In your face, Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3 in your ear, along with the czar, Angelo Sakarakis. Here we go. Off the opening miss, it's James getting to the rim, but missing on his opportunity.
A lot of hands on that play, though.
Yes. A little bit of a physical defensive stand. Little floaty off the glass, will not go.
As you know, the most important thing is consistency. As long as calls are made or not made the same way on both sides, then there is no complaining to be heard.
Ball back up top, China. Assessing the Malaysian defense. Trying to find a gap to attack. Zhang will hand it off. Curling around the corner, putting the brakes on and the shot up, but it goes off iron. Zhang battling underneath. Zhang gets his lunch pack. Have a nice day. Now he's got a D up. Hand up. So what? All up between his eyebrows. It's 2-zip Malaysia.
Well, the question is, what happens when you have the unibrow like Anthony Davis?
It's gonna carve a path between them. That's what happens when a shot like that goes down. That's how Malaysia want to start this game off.
And that will be the difference maker for Malaysia, obviously, because if they find efficiency from the perimeter, then China will be forced to overextend defensively, and then that opens up the driving lanes.
We'll see how it plays out. Still very early, just a minute in. Bump on the baseline. Great composure to gather his footing and get that shot to go anyway. So China do get on the board. Uh-oh. Get over here.
Yeah, but he needed to outlet the ball, and we have to mention quite obviously Zi Huang, who had the sweetest of game winners to propel Malaysia into the main draw. If you got him open on the right wing, you better make sure that you feed him.
That's his hot spot. No doubt about it. Big board inside, trying to score over two Malaysia defenders on the inside. It doesn't go. Hezi, lefty, lefty, lefty. Zhang in for that score, 3-zip.
And you got the crowd pulling for Malaysia. A lot of local fans already in the qualifying draw. We're showing love to the ladies and the boys, and they're back at it in the main draw.
Good action so far. The defense inside, I know they get the score. We've seen a couple of blocks from Malaysia on the interior. It's Shin Yang. Offense and defense. After the robbery, and Malaysia going to force China into a foul here. But how about Shin Yang?
And China needs to watch out. Losing against Malaysia might very well be a synonym to a potential elimination right away in the pool play.
Yeah, top two from each group advance, as you know. Just a reminder for those who didn't, top two from each group advance to the quarterfinal stage.
Not as cutthroat as the qualifying draw, where only one team made it out alive of each pool, but still.
It's a tall order indeed. Offensive board not looking. Rarely do you get excited about a rebound. But man, that was aggressive. Oh, took him to spin class, but he didn't finish the lesson.
That's a big move.
Yes. Settles in. Yang Lang. Seen him on the Pro Tour. And, you know, we praise him a lot. Oh, that was saucy. Get that man a napkin.
And the turnover right after.
The finesse on this shot.
Incredible touch.
From Xian Fu. The man is touched. This jelly got me jelly.
You better not act the fool.
Jelly has the jealous. You didn't get it. You didn't get it. That's all right.
I'm more familiar with the Chris Brown version. Jealous, jealous. Oh.
I'm gonna give, you know what? We're gonna put you on The Voice.
Well, you are the voice.
Yeah, but you keep singing like that.
I don't even know how I got it out of my system, knowing that my voice is strained a little bit.
I like the last part. That was good.
Hey, I got a little smoothness to me.
Got a good game so far. Highlight field.
Yeah.
Defense, block shots.
It's not an offensive fest, but we can appreciate the intensity.
We're getting it in spurts. See why.
He's mean with that
Shin Yang.
And the thing about it is that he's getting bumped out of the way continuously, but he stays with it. And he doesn't need to pick the ball up with both hands to finish. So he has good body control and great hand control.
That's for sure. 6-3 Malaysia. to start pool play.
That would be quite a shocker, though, to see China get an upset against Malaysia.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the group of death for anybody coming into it, because you have the two top teams from last year's edition in the same pool. So you're matched up with powerhouses out here in Asia, and coming out alive would be quite an exploit already.
Yeah, new look Chinese team, so the expectations on them are not high, not low, just kind of indifferent, not knowing what exactly it might do.
It's a new group, but they're still very familiar with the system. They've all worn the national team jersey before, so they have to build chemistry, but they do have experience.
Yes. Especially Jianglang Xiang, he's a monster. Doing his damage on the inside so far. Jin Yang steps back, crosses over. Oh my goodness. He breezed by him. He is giving his team life. I'm going to call him oxygen.
I like what you did there. But I like that switch even better.
6 right back. But you think he's going to take the wide open two. And he's still quick enough to get past the defender.
He does it slow, though. The hesitation is not sped up. It's like, let me see.
Here comes oxygen.
Nice pass.
Dive time. Jianglang Jiang back to work. There's the day shift. Reaching in, and yep, you can see that foul coming. Jiang is going to check out and get a rest. They have got to find a remedy for Xin Yang. 23. That was a glass cracker.
Yeah, it was a tough shot.
Inside. And that one will go.
Nice, what a pass. Extra pass.
Extra. Come on. Sharing is caring. You got to love that. This Malaysia team is in sync. They are showing the chemistry and connectivity. Ball is moving. Shots are dropping. Life is good for Team Malaysia right now as they lead 10-8.
That's a foul. And you could have a clear momentum shift, because if Malaysia finds the way to come up with a bucket, whichever type of bucket you can think of, that would give Malaysia its biggest lead of the game.
A rare miss for Malaysia outside. Can't get the offensive rebound, and then travel. Yeah. So matters only get worse for China. The momentum certainly favors Malaysia, even though the game is only separated by 2 points. That might actually be a good sign for China, because it feels like Malaysia's leading by more than 2.
Yeah, it feels like Malaysia is dominating the game, but China, with its length and strength down low, keeps it tight.
They stand steady. Jane. Young money! Young money!
So double fouls. But he's a menace, though. That left hand shiftiness, just
You know you're playing well if you got 2 nicknames in one game.
You're right.
Oxygen and Young Money. Here we go. Malaysia only advanced their lead by 1, 11-8. China can take that down. As that 2 is nothing but, you know what, Queen Hao Liu. Baseline drive, that's tough. That's grown man business right there.
It is.
Put the kids to bed. Shane can do that too. No need in complaining to the officials. That ain't gonna save you.
Yeah, definitely. Dale not to be the kind to be influenced by a stare. The man is from New Zealand.
No.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. he ready for that smoke. Young hands it over. Zia. That won't go. Ooh, has he? Hey, Lou is looking pretty good for China, too. There's some young talent on this Inleo flow, I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. I remember him clearly from that U23 World Cup, and I always thought he has a whole lot of upside because he's used to use the mid-range.
Yep.
He's sneaky athletic. He can elevate. He's definitely not shy to pull the trigger from deep, and has found some nice efficiency. And he's a big factor right now for China to stay in the hunt.
Looking to get this thing up top now from the logo. They will operate 2-1 advantage for a moment. Comes up empty initially, but an offensive rebound will preserve an opportunity here for China. Liu for two. High rebound, comes back to Liu. Oh, lost it a little bit too far, out of reach. Goodbye. It's Yang Money again. Yang Langqiang going to the spin move. He will draw the foul there.
Gonna go down to the wire.
To the limit Don't see you rubbing off on me now.
I get you started.
You're rubbing off on me. Just behave. I don't want to start singing today. Not yet.
Both teams now in foul trouble, Kyle, so something to watch out for.
Yep, 6 fouls apiece. No more to give for either team. Jiang Lang at the line. Yes. Jiang Fu.
Nice play.
So China just steady. Oh, caught him slipping. Clean up on aisle 2.
Yeah, guess
Speaking
what?
up to.
Yeah, guess what?
Right back at you. Xiao Han, and then it's answered by an and one. The ratings are starting to climb in this game.
Great game.
All eyes on China and Malaysia right now. We got a blockbuster to start the day.
Could that be the potential three-point play? Maybe we're going to settle for a two-point play, which is better than a single bucket. But good luck to whoever can tell you who will walk away a winner in this matchup for game 1.
Yang Fu splashes the second. China breathing on the neck of Malaysia right now. 16-15. Liu, risky pass, finds his way back to him. Just the luck of the bounce that time. Fitting Liu. Oh, get it out!
Hey,
Big
Ma.
block, Hey, Ma.
Ooh! I told you about Liu, didn't I? I did.
And then a bad miss after Liu.
What a save.
This is a crazy game. What a game.
Can you imagine Chang Fu hitting this one out?
Liu with the miss, but don't worry. Hey, Ma got his back. Liu with the the rebound. Lou with the 2 that would have won it. Malaysia, who was in control for most of this game, they will pick up a big whistle.
Yep.
2 free throws are going to be coming anyway on the next defensive foul, but
they want to challenge, but the challenge is probably going to be unsuccessful because no matter what, you have to give enough space to the shooter. He needs to be able to land safely, and right there, closing out a little bit too tight. That gives Malaysia an opportunity to stay alive. Liu went for the headshot.
Gotta show love when it's due. Credit China. Never got rattled in this game. We had made a point about mid-game. Malaysia was up, I think, 2 at at that time.
Correct.
And we said that, man, it feels like Malaysia's dominating, but lo and behold, here's China, just steady, not panicking, finding ways to get buckets themselves and getting a big game from Lou. Ma coming on down the line. It was Diang Langzhao who kind of set the tempo for him early, being consistent.
Yeah.
And here they are, leading 19-16. It's a funny game.
Missing free throws right now is the worst thing that could happen for Malaysia. And we have a clear X factor for both squads, and it's all about the guard play. Even though in the paint, China had some very strong performances from Ma and Zhang.
Ma inside, Diang Lang makes the extra pass. That 2 is on the way, it won't go. Buck 15 to play. Malaysia looking to get a bucket. They could tie.
Too fast.
Too
fast.
Too fast, too furious.
No 2, no foul.
Ma with the kick out. That 2. Back iron, tracked down by Ma. Malaysia, if they get a possession, could tie or take the lead. China moving towards the bucket. Great help defense. And here we go. 45 seconds left. Shenyang has he? Shenyang.
Oh my goodness.
Tie game. 19 up. 30 seconds to go in this one. We're dead even. Ball is stolen. And now Xi Fuang lets it fly. No, but it's Shenyang. Young Moolah, baby! Young Moolah, baby! Game over. Malaysia on the hot hand of Shenyang. When his team needed life, he gave them oxygen.
Incredible. Absolute incredible performance.
Unbelievable. What a game. What a performance from Shenyang. He can't even get up off the floor right now. This the final act of an absolute show to start the day. Malaysia with a big win over China. And Shenyang might be a rising star before our eyes.
I don't even know if we can describe this as a big win. It's a huge win, historical win. You just beat out the defending silver medalist in one of the strongest federations on the Asian side. Wow, wow, wow. And you can thank one man, even though it's a full team effort, but the performance, the cold-blooded action, being clutch, the double clutch, off-balance layup to tie things up, and then ice in your veins to knock it down from deep. Bravo.
Shenyang and Malaysia come out on top. That's how we're going to start day 3. That's how we want to do it? Okay, I'm game. I'm ready. All right, Pool D action for the men coming up next. It'll be New Zealand and India. Another game.
That's going to be a great one.
This could be a good one. So catch your breath, buckle up. Game number 2 of 12 is on the way from Singapore. And now, representing Team New Zealand.
2-point nation, stand up.
To Tui Nation, stand up. To Tui Lewis. He's the star of the crew. He's first out, rocking number 13 for 2-point nation. That's a cool nickname. I like that.
I love that.
They got Craig Martin, Joshua Edward Bucket, and Aiden Tongi.
Yeah, Aiden Tongi. I tell you what, he's probably feeling good right now to ball out with the boys again, because he's no longer U23. He's a full-time senior now. He's a senior citizen.
I guess so. He's got that experience under his belt.
He's a huge part of New Zealand's success, and I like the fact that they got the boys running it back. The same boys that went and got that bronze medal last year with their young squad, and people are going to wait for them around the corner now. They're not going to surprise anybody anymore. We know what they're about. We know what they're capable of, so now it's about confirmation.
A new generation for New Zealand, the tall blacks in the all-white. India, a team I know you were really impressed with. I certainly was, seeing them a couple of days ago in the QD go 3-0. They're a country that's on the rise. They certainly pack some dynamic offensive power.
Yeah.
And the length of Prince is a big benefit for them on the glass defensively, and his ability to finish at the rim.
Hey, it's Prince Royal Airline. Let me tell you, the boy has boosties in his calves. And the thing about it, we know how capable India is when they find their flow, when they find their chemistry offensively. It's one of the most exciting teams to watch. Now, can they sustain that effort? That's the first question. The second question, can they copy their performance from last year, going into the quarterfinals and being tired at the end of that competition, because that qualifying draw, having played a lot of games to get out alive, kind of took a toll on them. And today, they had a day of rest, which they did not in last year's edition. And they also have the experience running the exact same squad for a new edition of this Asia Cup. And this group is one of the most exciting groups to follow, because we're having a bunch of teams that will launch from deep, play fast, play hard defense, can come up with great highlights. You can have some dunks, you can have some putbacks, some blocks.
Oh, yeah.
And once again, I'm keeping an eye out on India, because if they come out strong in this group, watch out in the knockout round.
Yeah, great potential in this game. If you're, you're one of those highlight hawkers, you like to watch the highlights, we could have some top 5 nominees in this one. A lot of athleticism. And looking forward to this 10-minute sprint. Just saw a really good one come down to the wire. Malaysia topping China. And now we swing things over to men's Pool D to see what they will bring. Here we go.
And we had the 3 reigning medalists in the first 2 games of today's main draw.
It's a star-studded cast here, day 3, opening day of main draw action. Here we go. There it went. Off the iron, New Zealand will come up empty on their first offensive possession. Here come India on the charge. Great defense from Martin, but better offense as that shot will go anyway, courtesy of Arvind Kumar Muthu.
And back-to-back launches from 45 on the left-hand side for Book. And he needs to turn the page and maybe move on to another spot.
Lewis D'ing up now. Muthu will pick up his dribble. Prince can't get the turnaround to go. He got a shove in the back, or shove in the side, I should say. That will get him reset. Foul on the floor. Dakar, check it up. Prince sharing. But the pass is missed. As Muthu couldn't get it to go. Quick drive. Ooh, gotta go with that. Martin, ooh, missed it. Left.
Left-hand side, 45 spot. Not productive for Team New Zealand so far.
Oh, Dakar. Yeah, tough move. Oh, he didn't forget the tip. He gets the gratuity. And he'll have a chance at a 2-point play. Going up to the line now. And Dakar, remember last year, the first several games they played, he was the primary weapon in their arsenal. He cooled off as the tournament went on. And he got tired. Yeah.
He got tired. It was quite obvious, but he was a baller, shot caller. For sure.
Tatui for the Tatu. 2-point nation on the board. And Tunji, layup line for him. We're dead even, 3 apiece.
Just like that. Too fast, too furious.
You're right about that. And he can drive either left or right. Finish with either hand. That looked like a B-boy move.
Hey, Book with some Harlem Globetrotter handles. Impressive.
I never heard of the Globetrotters. That new league? I kid. 4-3. Tatui wants another one. And that time it won't go for Lewis. India remained in front by 1. 2 minutes into our second game of the day. Turn around, step through. He's a bad
Muthu Krishnan with the composure. He did not lose sight of having his footwork right.
I was just about to say, is he taking ill-advised shots? That's his third 2 attempt of the game. He's 2 for 3.
We have to understand who we're talking about, because some players may be looked upon as being chucking up bad shots if they were taking those. Not him. This is his shot. He did it last year. Why would you think they would change that now?
From deep, it won't go. A lot of contact on the inside. As expected, is Tatui Lewis leading the way for the Tall Blacks. 5-5 tie. He's got 4 points by himself. The kid is like that. That's a good look. Unable to make him pay. Lewis keeps it alive. Tatui with the rock in hand. Kicks it over. Book it. Another 2 goes down for 2-point nation.
Got to find a way to pass it a little bit softer, because Singh had enough room to catch it and go up. Book was clearly disadvantaged size-wise, and Singh being strong and athletic probably would have ended up being a bucket for India. But what you got to appreciate with how New Zealand plays defense right now, they are trying to contest every single movement that India makes. You want to cut to the basket? No. You want to move around? No. If you're running to get open, we're going to follow you and hug it out all the way to the logo. And that is quite impressive, because India is a team with a lot of individual talent, so you're forcing them to work real hard.
Martin from outside, that was broke. Rebound comes back to him. Book will lose the handle on it. They run out of time. Shot clock violation, and you see Tung D is telling them to talk it out, be more vocal. Tatui comes back in for New Zealand as India get reset. Dagon gives it up. Prince, the fresh Prince, got his cookies took.
Good hands. But there's one thing that I keep reminding everybody. This India team is young.
Oh, my goodness. Tui Lewis is on a heater.
Yes. He found his groove. The guard forcing, and the ball will return in the hands of the two-point nation, New Zealand. Don't forget, Kyle, you have 3 U23 players for Team India right now. The most experienced one is Muthu Krishnan. But the future is bright. Good execution. And switching hands was the right idea.
Yeah.
Because Prince took flight.
Prince will miss. Tui flies in. He's going to draw a whistle. So Lewis has been all over the place. The place we find him now is on the bench. So New Zealand looking for some offensive spark elsewhere. Book might be the guy. But, oh, and he with the fake, the counterfeit. Thailand with the move in the lane. So right now, New Zealand on a run right now. 10-5. This was a 5-5 game. And thanks to some of the fireworks from Tui and Thailand chipping in there. Book with a 2 as well. They now lead it 10-5. Approaching the midway point. Singh, tough shot. India finding very few good looks. Every bucket, they are under duress.
Yeah, they're under duress. And the most important thing, they're condemned to play one-on-one. That's all they can do. That's a foul. Singh, caught by patrol. But they're playing successive possessions of one-on-one, one-on-one, one-on-one. That burns up your energy. That's number one. Number two, the quality of the shots is not good enough for you to keep up.
Here comes Tui, turning the corner, and Lewis this time finishes at the crib. Prince, elevate, didn't forget to flush. Now turn the lights out. 11-6. Right back. Martin gets it batted against the glass.
Good pass.
Prince protecting the throne.
India still not out of this. Obviously, a whole lot of 3x3 left to play. We haven't reached the second TV timeout point, but New Zealand is more impressive than anything defensively in this game.
It's Lewis, up fake, drive, kick. Book runs out of time.
Too unselfish.
Exactly what I was thinking. Tui's been cooking. Put that ball up.
I'm not mad at the idea of trying to mix things up.
Well, either take the mid-range shot right, but that extra pass is what kills you.
You got to keep in mind that 12 seconds at all times.
Muthu, step back, won't go. Singh will elevate inside. Martin, 2-ball corner, no.
Martin looking like Brahman from deep right now.
Martin is getting after it. You said Brahman?
From deep, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. So Brahman from the 5th floor?
From the 5th floor.
Book, he's going to get New Zealand going. Back to Martin. A little bit of theatrics on the pass reception.
Oh, man.
Tui. Underneath, won't go. Kicks it out. Martin waiting for his opportunity to shoot, but he will miss fire. 11-7 contest. We're having some fun in this one.
Yeah.
The voice of 3x3, at 3x3 The Voice, that's me. Kyle Montgomery and the Czar, Angelo Sakarakis. So, what's your IG?
In _Czar, _Grand.
Yes, that's right. You're going to have to deal with us all weekend.
You surely will have to.
But what a start to the day. We had a nail-biter game one, and here we go. Got a good one between New Zealand and, well...
It's a good one because if you're looking at the details, you can appreciate what's being shown to you by New Zealand defensively, particularly. And
don't say it's a simple. It was billed as a marquee game.
Right.
It hasn't quite lived up to it yet on India's part. New Zealand looked great, but India have had some struggles.
Definitely, but the struggles are directly linked to New Zealand's defensive performance.
Martin up to the line. Also, something to make note of is that India had the 6th foul, so no more to give.
Using the glass, why not?
Goes off the square. Prince taking it at to Tui, and a foul on the wrist that puts Prince on the line. Five-point lead for New Zealand as they've gone on a 7-2 run since being knotted at 5 apiece. Make that 7-3 run. Here we go.
India not out of this thing unless they get caught up slipping. And this could be a great turnout with the ball earned right back before the 3-minute mark for New Zealand. Slowly but surely they're building up their lead. And you see, and Prince read that all along, but the guard was beat on that cut.
Well, they seem to be more seasoned this year, as to be expected. A year removed from last year's Asia Cup that saw New Zealand get a bronze, but they just seem to have a good feel for each other, where they're going to be. Look at the action being run here. Getting good looks. That one doesn't go down, but the offense is hitting on all cylinders for New Zealand. And the defense has been pressured.
New Zealand is not safe yet. Not quite yet.
Oh, no. Not saying that. That time, Lewis.
Good box
out. Go. He's missed his last 2, by the way. Book now. Is he going to use the screen or not?
If you want to lob it over Prince, good luck.
Got to get a shot up. We saw a miracle made from that part yesterday. G underneath cleans up the mess. Seam. I like your cut, G. 14-9. Book with the up fake. Whips it out. Lewis.
That's a foul.
Ooh. Yep, contact. In the landing area with the Tui Lewis, who will shoot 2.
Tui kind of kicked his leg to the side a little bit, but the closeout, no matter what, was out of control. So he played it off, I say, in a very smart way.
Nothing but you know what at the line.
That's a great first game for New Zealand. They understand that winning your first pool game usually gets you 8 to 9 toes in the knockout round.
Yeah.
And if you win with a big difference, then in case of a 3-way tie, you pretty much already knocking out whoever you beat with that big difference.
Right now, they're 7 toes in front of India. 16-9 and under $2 to go in this one. G will do the honors to get the ball checked from the logo.
India in foul trouble as well.
Oh, yeah. Martin has not seen a shot he didn't like. Just hadn't liked him back yet from long range. G is going to get called for the travel. And no argument there.
Tunji's a tough cookie, man. He does not complain to the referees, nothing.
Tunji, he just looks like a police officer.
That little
look like a sergeant? Yes, he
that
looks
little mustache.
He looks like a sergeant. He's the guy that pulls up to your driver's side window and says, "Do you know how fast you were going? Do you know why I pulled you over?" No, sir. That mustache has got me afraid.
But he's also the kind that looks like he will give you a pass.
Yeah.
You know, like, all right, buddy, just be careful next time.
Right, be careful next time. Yeah, Sergeant Tunji, that's it.
He also looks like the perfect son-in-law. Model citizen.
Yes.
Which he is, by the way.
Yes. Good guy. And a good game for his team, for sure.
I love Aiden.
Just have to.
Nice pass.
What a delivery.
Is that going to be too little too late, though?
It's a 3-possession lead now. This game is not fully safe for New Zealand. Make no mistake about it. But Book can book it with a 2. He does not that time.
Timing's running out. They need a bucket now.
Officer Tanji with the rebound.
That's going to be his new nickname.
Officer Tanji operating, trying to find the connection to Tui, but that doesn't work. Yep.
You could call him General as well. General Tanji.
That's pretty good.
And that sounds, to me, that sounds more accurate because he's been the general of this generation. He's been the general of this New Zealand program and the new kids on the block.
You know what? I'm going to run that one up the flagpole. Let me see. Approved.
I appreciate it.
There we go. Approved. Stamped.
And the two-point nation will clearly appreciate the love Tanji receives because he's well deserving of it.
Your next assignment will be finding a nickname for Tatui. Don't start spitballing right now. Just let it marinate. Think about something.
Look, man, not tattooing my own horn, but I'm going to get that done.
Oh, my God. All right. You're going to get a timeout in the next 50 seconds. Oh.
Well, this is cooked, well done. Not enough time on the clock for India to turn things around, and the experience for New Zealand running the clock down all the way to the end of the 12 seconds.
Yeah, 34 seconds left.
Right, they burnt up a whole possession, and they don't really care if they have to play defense, no matter what. Knowing that India is also in foul trouble, they can literally not even attempt another shot and walk away winners if they just don't turn it over.
It would take a miracle of huge proportions,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Steal, 2,
turnover,
yeah.
And then N1. Ball did not touch the rim no matter what.
Shot clock violation.
Yeah, give him back to India. It's not too hot today.
Yeah, pretty good temperature.
It's a nice weather.
Yeah, mild temps, a little bit of an overcast.
So now being in foul trouble, but late, very late in the stretch. New Zealand just needs to keep the game steady. India would have a great idea to keep the game as close as possible. If you can come up with a few quick buckets, you keep your chances alive. But if you end up losing by a lot, it's not going to turn out good in the three-way tie potential.
All right, right now, looks like they're going to lose this thing by 5. They do get a steal here. It could make somewhat of a difference, but Prince will miss it. Prince gets it back. The final few ticks, and the last heave off the iron won't go. 16-11. The final in this one. Tatui Lewis leading the way for the Tall Blacks with about half of their scoring. Was working on a double-digit performance and a good showing to start their 2026 campaign for the Tall Blacks. 16-11, once again, the final for New Zealand.
And even though Lewis found his groove eventually after a few minutes of play, overall, New Zealand did not even play its best game, did not even have some great outside shooting that we know they are capable of having. They won that game through their defense. They went to earn it, playing rugged D, contesting everything, and securing the boards, which is also a tough thing to do against the physicality and athleticism of India.
Yeah, good point. We now point our attention to the next game and women's Pool A action. After the highlights, we'll get right into China against Thailand. Women's competition on deck from OCBC Square. All right, Team China's ladies have taken the court and trying to prove themselves a power again. And
I'm intrigued about Team China for multiple reasons.
Tell me why.
Well, they got a new coach, and not any coach.
Oh, no. An Olympic champion coach, right?
So, not only is he my friend, but he's quite competent. So, I'm very intrigued because he's playing a kind of unique brand of 3x3. We've seen how he developed Germany. So, to see if he can instill his philosophy of play in a different culture, knowing also the language barrier that you can have coming on this side of the planet, it's going to be interesting. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to see a different kind of game plan in comparison to what we've seen from Team China in the previous years. Even though they're still going to try to be physical and utilize their size advantage, that's never going to change. Germany used to do that. China always did it. Don't get away from what makes you successful.
This is clearly a matchup of contrasting styles.
Yes.
China featured one of the greatest women's players of all time, to be honest. Jiating Zhang has been one of the most dominant players in women's 3x3. Yeah. And she is still going strong, standing about 6'5". You know, but it's a well-balanced team. Wang Leijiang is also a problem. Xiang Pinjiang, she's had her moment as a star too.
Definitely.
And then you have Gana Jing, who is not as proven as the rest, but this is a veteran China team, and they are the 1 seed, so going to be favored here against Thailand. But Thailand have somewhat of a superwoman.
I'll tell you one thing. Jiang Ping is not known to be looking for the two-point shot as much as others would, but I expect her to allow herself to shoot more under the command of Samir.
It's going to be interesting to see what he does with, and talking with him last night, reminding us that, you know, Germany go on to win a gold medal at the Olympics under his leadership, you know, as coach of that team. That was a project. He had to develop that team. They weren't.
Years.
When he came in, they weren't winners, and he turned them into winners.
Correct.
So China, the 1 seed, you know, by the numbers, that would indicate that the bullseye's on their back simply because they're the 1 seed.
And he had his hands on all categories in the women's side. He went to the Europe Cup with the U17s. He did the Nations League. He was hands on everything concerning the development of the women's program, and I feel very confident that things are going to turn out pretty good for him. I wish him the best, but I'm also intrigued, Kyle, with this Thailand team that last year at the Champions Cup beat Team France, and that was a huge upset.
Oh man, you're gonna make the people in France mad. Remind them about that. What's wrong with you?
Well,
yeah,
I'm a historian of the game. I have to mention those things.
Chuan tied up with the rock. Crossover, snatch, step through, expose. Couldn't get the layup to go. They're going to get it down low. And
so strong.
Jiating you can't ZZ on ZZ. She will dominate you. Back down to Zhang. Now she's going to show off the short range game. I told you.
Why get away from what makes you so good?
Olympic pedigree on the floor for China. Jiating Zhang headed it off. The miss is recovered, but Wang Lai couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, she kind of lost her footing. First bucket for Thailand. I'm not gonna.
I had to scratch it.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I had to scratch my back, man.
I'm turning my head to the right. I'm just seeing you going like Baloo in the Jungle Book, scratching your back on the pine tree.
Look, it was a bare necessity. Right? What do you want me to do? 2-1.
Oh man, like You took me out of the game, brother. I turned my head and I just see you just scratching. I don't know how. Anyway, let's get focused.
Yes, refocus here. But you know how it is. It's like a sneeze, man. When your back itches, you got to find a way.
You're right.
I took my opportunity.
I could have scratched your back.
Well, please.
There you go.
2-1. Oh, there we go. Super Vadi from Tulane won't go.
I'm Mowgli now.
Okay.
That's what you're saying. I'm
Thank
Mowgli.
you, Mowgli.
Huh?
Thank you.
There you go.
Jai Ting, that time left is short.
Bit short.
The only concern with, you know what Zhang is going to bring offensively is how she's able to defend on the perimeter. I think that'll be a question against a team like Thailand.
Of course.
Whose biggest asset is probably going to be their speed.
And shooting.
Yeah, speed and shooting, but I think it starts with speed to break down the defense and lead to those open shots.
Yeah, I agree. But if you impact players early and you bump them out their way and you contest everything, they get tired, and at some point they might even give up trying to get to that physical matchup.
Right about that. Jiang Ping on the mid-range, won't go. Zhang inside. She is just overpowering and towering over any Thailand player trying to defend it. Cross.
That's a great
Whipped
pass.
out. Great look. Shot won't fall, however. Back in China's possession. Repost. Down low to guess who?
I want to say who else?
Actually, Jai Ting Zhang is out. I was confused. It was
no, but it's copy pasting the pain.
Yeah, Jiang Ping.
Either matchup is just a nightmare for Thailand down low.
There's Jiang Ping swinging it over to Jai Ting. Down to Jiang Ping. She gets that one batted underneath. Ooh, that's bag work.
Back work only counts if you make the bucket.
That's right, got to finish the job.
Good pass.
Jai Ting, great patience. Oh! Missed the layup. She's holding her, it's like her left
Wristband.
wrist.
Yeah, the wristband.
I don't know if that was the wristband's fault. But,
well, I tell you what, it's kind of like when you have the shooting sleeve. If the shooting sleeve is kind of sliding down, it definitely perturbs your shot.
okay, you would know better than me. There's the kick out. Jai Ting from deep. No. Jiang Ping with the rebound. She will heave a two. That is not typically going to be China's strong suit, playing outside. They possess the size to dominate on the inside.
But they have to find a way to become very proficient, because that's the aspect that would make them a true Olympic medal contender potentially. Because if you have that much strength and efficiency under the rim or in the paint, you're going to have defenses crashing in, trying to close gaps up and try to prevent you from getting those low touches. And if you manage to stretch the defense because they have to respect you from outside two-point range, then the game changes completely. You become an all-around threat. You become an unstoppable force. And the best teams in this game, they usually have both.
That is right. Balance to the attack. So far, China have this game in front. Well, not for long. I couldn't even finish the cinch before that two-point splash, courtesy of Sasipon Wangtapa. We haven't talked about Wangtapa's ability enough as the ball handler and the orchestrator of the offense.
And the stands have filled up nicely, Kyle.
Oh, yeah. Good crowd out here. Jai Ting jump. Got 3 of China's 4, I believe. Wangtapa. Oh, lost the handle that time.
And let's not forget, Thailand has had an opportunity already to compete at the Asia Cup.
Champions Cup.
The Champions Cup, forgive me. And they have a bit more rhythm. China, brand new squad, brand new roster, even though they have experience and they have ladies with a great resume, but at the end, you still have to find that chemistry, that groove.
Yeah, right now they lead it by 2, so no worries for China at the moment. Wang Thapa trying to change that with super body. Yeah. Too much heat on that close range pass.
Yes.
4 minutes eclipsed. And a low score here, game number 3 of day number 3. The voice in the czar, rocking with you. Jiang Ping to Jai Ting. They seem to be relying on Jai Ting for everything. They want her to shoot inside, outside.
Good pass.
That's how you break down the defense.
Oh, beautiful.
That one stolen. Wang Thapa now gives it up.
But Thailand is going to need some type of, okay. They're going to need some type of alternative.
Missing layups, that ain't going to get it done.
Zhang asking for a call. She's not going to get none.
Snatch back. Wang Thapa stepping through to the crib. So Wang Thapa with the extended Euro step. And the finish at the rim. That'll get Thailand in front by 1. Two ball on the way, bottoms from the right wing.
Good execution.
That's
right
a
there.
spark from one of the helpers for China, Wang Lai. We'll get it back now. Wang Lai off that 2-piece, navigating through traffic.
Taking it all the way, easy money. Still translating into, oh, we got to lob it though.
Oh, super body. Chuan recovers it, gets it to go. Jai Ting in the paint. Lost the handle. Super body's like, help. Help me, please.
Help me.
Help me. Jai Ting shot again. That size is going to cause problems for most players. And you can see the fatigue starting to set in on Thailand with a China team that just wants to continue to punish them on the interior. 9-7 into the media timeout.
No reason to get away from what makes you successful. Now, as you develop players, as you develop a new philosophy, don't think for 1 second that China is not capable of knocking it down from deep, even though it's not as common. But if they find some type of touch, now it becomes nightmarish. It becomes too problematic because so much size and strength down low, which takes a toll on you. Are you going to have the legs to also close out on each shot? Probably not. And if you give enough comfort for shooters to find their groove, then it's becoming a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I think that's something that they're going to have to figure out.
Yeah.
If there's any area to exploit, it'd have to be the perimeter defense for China. You just hope to make up for it with consistent and efficient offense.
Yes. But you have to speed things up, and right now Thailand has been unable to do so. And I don't know if you have to give the full credit to the Chinese defense, even though there's a lot of effort being made, for sure.
Some missed layups, I think, for Thailand. This game could be, I mean, they were just in the lead, as a matter of fact.
But the ball is not moving enough, in my humble opinion.
Quick release from Jiang Ping, won't go. Pull up, won't go for Raju Apsu. Also a familiar face on this Thailand national team roster. Slow on the closeout.
When she starts knocking those down, Kyle, different play.
Yeah.
But she can. She's capable.
Tough drive. Prajarapsip cannot get it to go. Drive kick. See that pass coming. And then they wasted. Thapa throws it out.
Yeah, and she anticipated greatly that pass. It was quite obvious that she was going to try to make it that little wraparound to the corner, but it's a game that Thailand is very much in position to potentially steal away from China.
Oh yeah, no question about that. They trail by 2. And, we still got 2:44 left in the game.
But you do have that feeling, though, that China, which has missed a lot of layups down low, Zhang missed about 2, and a lot of open looks as well that that didn't fall yet, especially with Jiang Ping. It's not like you have a feeling that China cannot get where they want to get. They're just not getting the shots to fall yet.
Wang Lai just got to where she wanted to get. Wang Thapa to the crib, scores through the contact. And then gets active defensively. Still separated by 2 points. It's a 10-8 game. 2:24 left on the game clock. Jiang Ping up top. Oh, there's another one. This time, she uses her banking account to deposit 2 more for China.
Yeah, but you see the way her banking and her checking and the saving account is set up.
Well, however she gets it done.
She had to use the glass.
Wang Lai is, she's kind of quietly come on down the stretch here. Those two pieces were huge for China.
And she's been driving to the cup with aggressiveness. There you go. See, China knocking down 2s changes the whole deal. Back-to-back 2s, 6-point lead.
Wow. Man, you should be a coach. Yeah, this game has turned on a dime. 14-9 now.
Sukhumvati said, challenge. I challenge you, sir, to go check the monitor.
Throws down the gauntlet, and official Quinn will go over and have a look at the scores table.
Ooh, she might be right.
You got a good angle over there. I can't see the monitor from here.
Challenge 1.
Challenge 1. So, yeah, timely challenge. Good one. That works out well for Team Thailand. But can they come out of this hole that China have put them in, burying them with 2s? 14-9, but 48 and counting.
Nice hesitation.
Yeah, stop and go, reverse. Thapa swings it.
What happened was
kicked out of bounds.
But Thailand will live and die with its ability to drive gaps and knock down shots.
Yeah, opportunities, though, starting to dwindle here as we approach the 90-second mark left in the game for Thailand, that is.
Do not pass it with the bounce when you have the mismatch.
Oh, yeah, you got somebody standing 6'5". You got to put that ball up high.
Especially when guarding by Wang Thapa. But has no consequence for this game, for China.
Sukhumvati's had a tough one in this game. They rely on her. Jiang Ping through the lane, the runner, a little strong. Both fighting and scrapping for another rebound. Every possession precious for Thailand the rest of the way, and they will draw a whistle. Fortunately for China, they played sound defense. That's only their 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, and this foul was made on purpose. She wanted to break. She wanted to get out.
Chuan kicks it up top. 2 ball will go down. That will give Thailand some life, some much-needed life.
Can you imagine if Thailand knocked down that wide-open 45 two-point shot attempt just 2 plays up? Would have been a 1-point game. And that's what happens when you're dealing with a style of play that depends almost solely on your ability to knock down those long ranges.
Well, trying to get right back to business. They go inside to Zhai Ting. Oh, there's a 2 from Superwoman.
Can't afford to turn it over. That's a good. Oh, yeah, I was going to say that would have been problematic if the whistle had not been blown here.
Yeah, because Thailand have now pulled back within 2, but
yeah.
The foul will give it back over to China. 27 seconds left in this game. So Thailand have life. They have life.
Yep. So what you want if you're Team China, run the clock down, bring the ball up close, count on Zhang to finish the job down low, put you up 3 with just over 1 possession left in the game. That puts you in a much safer spot. You can afford to foul on the drive, obviously, on the dribble, and you can do it another 3 times, which will reset the clock constantly. No need to rush. Just get it down low.
That's good defense. That's great defense. Offensive rebound, though. Oh.
That's the bucket that will probably win it for China here.
What a tear Wang Lei's been put on. Woke it up. Got to get a bucket here. Got to get it fast. Ball for 2. Nope. And that is going to do it for this one. 2. Just a couple of ticks left on the clock. And China are going to hold on.
Yeah, China escapes. Valiant effort from Team Thailand, but not enough 2-point shot efficiency to take down mighty China.
And one more block to ice this one up. 16-13, China over Thailand. 3 games in the books. A back and forth affair. Thailand makes a charge late, but China makes smart plays and really got it done on the inside with Zhai Ting Zhang leading the way. That'll do it. So after the highlights, we'll get a brief entertainment break. Next game scheduled for 16:25 local time, so about 10 minutes before check ball. Another women's competition, Japan and Singapore. Homestand in Singapore. This place is going to be live. You don't want to miss it. Coming your way in 10.
Everybody quiet. Ready, go. All right. 3x3. Wilson, 3x3 basketball. Thanks to the nice people at Wilson, but you're gonna have to work for it. No, I want to do it yet. You see this logo? It matches the basketball. Can you make a shot here from the 3x3 logo? All right. And you gotta make 3 shots. Confidence level, you good? You up there? Yeah. I see it in veins. I see it in veins. All right, you got veins. You got all right, can you do it? I think you can do it. That was serious. I believe. Yes, just let it fly. FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup main draw, day number 1. We see a few teams come out. We see China in action. We saw Malaysia in action. Up next, Japan will be in action, as well as Team Singapore. We like the energy so far, but we think we gotta try to bring it up a notch. And we understand, fans, you guys need to warm up too. So we're gonna do this in 3 stages. First one, I just want you guys to politely clap. All right? Nice and easy applause, all right? Like you're watching a theater show. So Singapore, 3, 2, 1. How about some polite applause? Wow, very cultured. Not bad. Second level, we're gonna go take it up a notch. I want a little bit of noise now, a little more rowdy, all right? 3, 2, 1, let me hear you. We're warming up. Stage 3, final boss. OCBC Square, Singapore coming out. I want you to go crazy for your hometown heroes. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear you roll in 3, 2, 1,
All right, you can hear the roar in the Lion City. That is because Team Singapore is about to take on the ladies of Japan in women's Pool C action from OCBC Square. The voice of 3x3 Rocket with you. Game number 4 of 12 on this third day of play. Japan boasting that speedy roster. Very talented, a lot of fun to watch in the brand of 3x3 that they bring to the floor. They will certainly put Singapore to the test, but you know, they got the home court advantage, so to speak, and this crowd is raucous. Our MC's doing a great job keeping them nice and live and engaged in the action. But Japan here, they make up their way to the floor with Momoka, Hanashima, excuse me, Miku, Takahashi, Sakura, Naguchi, and Aya Surumi. Good vibes for Team Japan. It's on the heels of our first ladies game of the day. China holding off a late charge by Thailand to get their first W. And again, the women in groups A and C on display today, as well as the men in groups B and D to open up main draw group play. As for Singapore, they feature Shin Yu Han, Lydia Ang Zi Yi, Jermaine Lim Jia Ying, and Lai Hor Ying Matilda. bit of a technical delay here. What's holding us up from getting this game underway. So please exercise some patience. I think we got that technical issue sorted out, so we're going to get to some ball here. All right, game time. Japan, silver medal winners from last year's Asia Cup, looking to take it one step further this year. Here's their first step on that path, and it's a step on the sideline. Turnover to open up this competition. Singapore making their 5th appearance at the Asia Cup, finished 11th last year's edition. So trying to make their way to the quarterfinal stage as the top 2 from each group advance. Defense from Japan, and quickly cleared. Double cross, get lost. Finish with the lefty. Plenty of finesse on that one. Nice way to start things off for Japan, courtesy of Sakura Noguchi. Right back at you. Fast drive, Jermaine in the lane. Defense a little bit too pesky. Singapore whistle for the first foul. Both teams possess a lot of speed. So this game already played at a frenetic pace. You won't see 2 faster teams, that is for sure. 1-1. Up top they go. On the cut. Layup will be missed, however. Good defense to prevent Hanashima from getting that bucket. Here's Jermaine now, driving kick. Only 1 to shoot. Great defense. Noguchi says no. Shot clock violation is the result. Nice up fake. Foul on the second attempt. So Hanashima shooting 1. And Canning 1. Getting around the corner. So far, so good on the defensive end for Japan, as they'll find an open shooter, and that one is drained. Shreds the threads. Noguchi is Gucci. And Noguchi stays in her bag, adds another one, this time on the cut. 5-2. Singapore trying to wake up from long range themselves. Off iron it'll go. Oh, and that'll be an offensive foul. That off arm of Momoka swinging around there, connecting, or nearly connecting enough to draw the whistle. Back up top for Singapore. Jermaine, jab step right, setting up the 2-woman game. Nowhere to go with it. And again, Singapore running out of time late in the shot clock. It's a desperation heave. Momoka comes away with the rebound. She looks to hand it off to a ball handler. They quickly get it back. Oh, look at that display. They will pass the class. You did. 6-2. Oh, that is a foul and a half. Takahashi with a fistful of jersey. Of course, the whistle comes. It's the second foul on Japan. Singapore back up top. And settling into another 2 attempt. So Singapore's offense a little bit out of sync, not seeing a lot of action, a lot of ISO one-on-one, and ill-advised 2-point attempts. The reason they trail this game by 4 early. Plenty of time to get things turned around. See if this starts on the defensive end. Great adjustment at the rim, but the layup won't go. Offensive rebound gives them another chance. Japan here looking a little bit unsettled themselves. Oh. Nashima misses the layup and hits the deck hard. Seems to be okay. She'll laugh it off and head to the bench as Singapore will start from the logo, check ball, and trying to trim it to this 4-point lead of Japan. Here we go. That's a good way to do it. Easy action. They find a wide open layup inside. Matilda delivers. From the logo, it won't go. Offensive rebound again. Singapore got to get a body on these Japanese players. Second chance opportunities could really hurt you. There's another. And Japan not capitalizing it, but they get yet another offensive rebound. So 3 consecutive misses and offensive rebounds. Eventually, they're going to put the round thing in the round thing. And that is what they do. Leaning heavily on the early efforts of Noguchi. She will extend the lead 7-3 into our first media timeout. Back to it. 4-point lead. Jermaine slips past the defense. Wild layup attempt. Japan with that 3-woman weave action. Doesn't seem to matter what the personnel is. They run that a lot. Obviously, the shot doesn't go. Singapore using that same attack. 3-woman weave, trying to find a hole in the defense or a mismatch in some way. That ball is kicked off of a red foot. Signal is Japan ball. Hanashima gets him going. 2 is on the way. Wide left. And that was deflected. So the offensive woes have been glaring for Singapore early. Trying to get this thing turned around. Possession belongs to them. Oh, crazy shot. Oh, but kind of bailed out with a whistle. I'm not saying it wasn't a foul, but a bad foul on that kind of a shot. That puts Jermaine on the stripe. One coming up. And she will cash it in. Nobody home, leave a message at the beat. Momoka doing almost all the scoring for Japan. And almost all the fouling. Okay, the second part's not true. But Japan do pick up another. They've got 4 fouls to go with 8 points. And have led this thing pretty comfortably through about 4 minutes of play. These are the opportunities that Singapore have to capitalize on. They get a look and finally see a 2-piece go down. That one courtesy of Lydia. Japan trying to answer right back. Can't do it, but Singapore within 2 now. And Nazar's back.
Yes, sir.
With the smoothies.
Media duties and smoothies.
Media duties and smoothies. I'm not mad.
That could be the motto.
Well, you haven't missed much. Momoka has been killing for Japan. She's got most of their points. Singapore have had a tough time getting consistent offense, but they're starting to play with a little bit more vigor now. A little bit more vigor. And as always, the twos have been flying for Japan. They just haven't been falling that much.
Of course. But it's interesting to see Team Singapore. I had the opportunity to see this morning after my clinic Steve Sir. And Steve Sir mentioned how improved and how tough Team Singapore is. The development of this program under the guidance of Coach Lazic makes it a game that you cannot simply scratch.
Well, they're showing some life now. 10-7. So that's a good sign for Singapore. I think they could use this crowd getting a little bit louder. This has got to feel like the Lions did.
In the Lion City.
Great crowd, as expected here. Again, the 5th time we've held the Asia Cup here in Singapore. Great turnouts each and every time. Setting up a 2-ball. Queued up from the corner pocket. It goes 12-7.
That's a tough hit.
Oh, beautiful touch. Jermaine reducing a bucket for Singapore. Quick release. Off iron, track down. And the first 12-second shot clock for Japan to work with. They've been all over the offensive glass. The rebound disparity has been glaring in this one. Oh, Matilda with the scoop. That was flavorful. Well, help defense on the drive.
Tell you what, though, Japan can match up any team's speed at any time. That's the way they're built. That's the way their program has been designed. And it's Singapore playing Japan's style right now.
Yeah, it's not that they're ill-built for it, because they're a speedy team themselves. I made the point at the beginning of this game. It's just their ability to finish and employing a consistent system. You know, there's been some possessions. They've looked frantic, several shot clock violations. So they just haven't settled into the contest yet. Credit Japan. Silver medal winners a year ago. And bringing back some of that talent from that 2025 roster. 4-point lead. Not safe. Footwork looked good at first, but yet again, I feel like I've said it 5 or 6 times. Shot clock violation on Singapore. The clock awareness for them has been lacking. From deep. Comes up short. Uh-oh. Faked her out of her shoes. And leads to the 2-ball. Mamma mia. Momoka. That's a blocking foul.
Momoka, flavorful like mocha.
15-9. Game really hasn't been in question. It's been Japan.
Well, Japan is, until proven otherwise, the better team. Is the team that has achieved things that Singapore can only dream of right now as a new program. So it's the sensei against the student.
She looked both ways before crossing. Vicious left to right, lead to another score. Noguchi wants the ball back. Look at, and she'll get to the rim again. It's photo time. Victor Riba has come to take our picture. Thank you, Victor. Say cheese, Angelo. There we go. Free throw upcoming.
And you had to put the glasses back on, huh?
Well, you know. This has now gotten out of hand.
Yes.
That 2 goals and off of another offensive rebound, by the way, from the missed free throw. It has been a Noguchi and Hanashima show for Japan. You got to be proud of Gucci, the way she's been playing.
Foul drawn.
Nine-point advantage, Japan. A sprint to 3 for them. Make that 1. Now everybody's shooting that thing from deep.
As usual with Team Japan, but the thing is they're going to keep running the system as we see Jermaine knocking down from deep. Japan will run the system down until the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
And they'll live with the result.
Oh, great composure. Gets her footing. And GG's indeed. Capped off by Hanashima, who had a heck of a game for Japan. And Singapore, not much of a fight in the opener here against Japan, losing this one going away as it finishes before the horn, 21-11, Japan. So highlights for you before we swing things back over to the men's tournament. We got the 2-time defending champion, Australia and Malaysia. Heavy hitter coming up in men's Pool B action. That'll be followed by Qatar and India on deck. All righty, we got Australia and Malaysia. So Malaysia, who kicked off this day with a huge win, last minute fashion, are trying to go 2-0. And they got to do it against the two-time defending champs. But Australia, they got some good defenders, but they got to deal with Yang Mula, baby. Shin Yang, after that 1917 win over China. A couple of new adds to the Australians roster this year. As you see, Mitchell, Sam McDaniel, who hooped on the Champions Cup squad. Antonio returns from last year, as well as John Dylan Stipe, the big man in the middle.
The Stifle Tower.
I thought about that one, but he's not French.
No, he's not. He's not.
So Malaysia, the quicker team, relying upon their shooting. They obviously got the crowd behind them and the sizable Aussies.
Yeah, I was going to say, they are the crowd's favorite for sure. Let's see for how long, because if Australia puts on the show, you know they can dunk it up. Alley-oops, putbacks, boom shakalakas. You got the whole 9 yards with the athleticism available to the Aussies. But what we've seen from Malaysia, their ability to shoot from deep and attack gaps and put the defense on its heels, particularly, as you mentioned already, with Chong. It's going to be an intriguing match, and because for me, what we're going to see is a team Australia trying to just muscle defensively their way into an easy win. And obviously, they're going to look for the mismatches and the opportunities to come up with easy buckets.
I agree. I think it comes down to one stat, and that is whether or not Malaysia can shoot it 35% or better from two. If they can do that, I think it gives them a chance. But I mean, you can look at the size advantage. I mean, 1 through 4, the Aussies got. I mean, most of Malaysia's roster come to these guys' shoulders. They can punish them. That's going to be an advantage for Australia on the glass, on the interior. Defensively, you would think so. Just being able to disrupt shots and contest shots from outside. So all the measurables point in Australia's favor. The only way that Malaysia, I think, can win it is, again, it's got to come down to that efficiency from beyond the arc. We'll find out. They're coming in hot. A confidence-building win to start the day again over China. And now they try to go 2-0 in this group. Here we go at 3x3 The Voice. That is me with the Czar, Angelo Sakarakis. We're getting crossing the street. Yang Mula starts the game, but they got a sharpshooter for the Kangaroos. Antonio. Saw him last year, played well. No Alex Higgins-Tisha this year. So again, a different looking roster for the Aussies. 2-ball coming, not going. Going down, that is. Mitchell. Oh, he will pull the trigger. Now the net's wet.
He's a baller too. The talent is undeniable for Team Australia. The main thing is this: we're looking at the build, and we can clearly identify the height and size advantage for Team Australia. But I remember last year, especially in the women's bracket, when we ended up seeing Japan move all the way to the final game. The final ended up being a battle. with Australia winning 21 to 17.
Yep.
And you've said it so many times on our broadcasts together, but the two-point shot is the great equalizer. And however strong you may be, however athletic you may be, if you don't do the job defensively and you allow your opponent to potentially find a way to come up with open looks, you find yourself in trouble, because now you got to cover both the speed on the drives and the ability to shoot from deep.
Yeah, but you know, with that said, Australia have proven that they got gunners too.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
So they've got 2 twos, Antonio with one and Mitchell with the other. So Donovan Mitchell, as he's making his debut and looking good. 6-3 advantage for Malaysia, for Australia rather.
He took a week off from playing with James Harden Cavs too.
The assassin Antonio with the thievery. He steps on the lines. He's got a couple of 2 balls. This is what he does. He is an absolute assassin. Straight shooter. Antonio getting a rest. So this is, I think it's going to be a 2-point shooting contest. You would think it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. First is Antonio, then it's Mitchell.
Yeah, but Mitchell just put on the show.
Australia have brought the militia.
Is he trying to copy the style of Blanchfield, man? Is he trying to go and light it up from deep and just
shout
go
out
to
to
town?
Tom. Yeah, man, Blanchfield. I didn't forget, but man, he was incredible that year.
Yeah. That just shooting that thing.
See, but you know, with an unknown roster, Ad and Mitchell, I didn't know they was bringing a sharpshooter like this. Even Stipe trying to get big. Oh, don't do that. He's smaller than you. Big bang from Stipe. And that one out of reach of John Stipe. But Mitchell, as he heads to the bench, here I was saying that Australia was going to exercise the size advantage. They were going to feed it inside.
They don't need to right now.
No, they outgunned Malaysia, and I thought that was going to be Malaysia's advantage. I thought like Lil Willie.
I don't know if it was their advantage, but that was their weapon. Because you cannot say that they have a clear advantage, because Australia can match up with anybody, even with the outside shooting right now. But defensively, we've seen what they can do against anybody. We've seen how they managed to slow down Ozawa last year. And
yeah, but you know, this is atypical. This is not a typical Australia team. They have not been 2-point shooting teams. They've been more balanced, but this is just a gunshot.
Yeah, but it's just one game. I think they're a very balanced squad. They got 2 gunners and they got 2 strong providers in the paint. So it's pretty much as balanced as you can make it.
They're swinging around the perimeter. Just target practice right now for the Kangaroos.
And don't forget, Mitchell also hit them up with the post-up game early in the game. So he can do it all.
We saw a glimpse, yep. (12-4), and Malaysia certainly rattled.
Well, we knew what to expect coming into this pool. We knew that the game for China against Malaysia was the one that they could not afford to let go, because if you're playing your spot in the quarterfinals in a matchup against Australia, the odds are not in your favor. They're just not. Not saying they cannot do it, obviously, and it's 3x3.
Yeah.
More than any sport, you can have upsets. But right now, with the build of this team, Australia, it's complicated to match up with them, because you have to fight for every possession on the rebounding end and not allowing easy post-ups and mismatch situations, but also you got to lock up on the perimeter.
Yeah, it's a fact.
So good luck.
Mitchell to McDaniel. McDaniel. 14-4. No buckets coming easy for Malaysia.
It's not a good pass at
That's
all.
how to reach a Stipe. Yep. Run up, get done up. Two to the chin. Sunlight for Malaysia. They foul on the inside.
Blanchfield. Mitchell. Trying to remember the name of. He's playing now. I talked with Coach earlier today. He's playing for the East Bay Lakers.
Let him marinate. Let him marinate.
That was our main man. He just went on. He put on the show. Ended up being MVP of the competition. Dumb athletic, 6'5". Could do it all. Shoot that thing. Drive, dunk it.
There's such thing as Google you're looking for. Snatch back. Oh, yank my name.
Let me give you the name.
Yeah, because I think the point you're getting to is that you're mentioning some of the shooters.
No, but you're getting those players that can do it all.
Okay.
Because Blanchfield could post you up, shoot it, drive it on closeouts. Mitchell, quite obviously, has the whole total package. And my third guy, who might be my favorite of the three, by the way. Don't worry, my mind is going to work in a few seconds. I know that I'm going to get it. And everybody's going to be like, duh, of course.
You got time. This game is pretty much on ice. 15-7. Likely to end before the limit. It has been a shooting clinic by the Kangaroos. Hammock. That time Antonio, no good.
Hickey. William Hickey.
Okay.
Yes, there you go. And when you had both Blanchfield and Hickey on the team, like, think about how tough of a matchup that is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now you got Antonio and Mitchell knowing that you have Stipe in the paint. It's just kind of a deja vu, just with a different face.
Yes. I would love to see the shot chart and compare the amount of twos versus ones for Australia, and if that is a strategy that we'll see them employ throughout this tournament, because you know they got 3 certified shooters. McDaniels knocks them down. Mitchell has been cooking, and Antonio's never a guy you can leave. And there's another McDaniels double.
Just when you mention it, of course, Stipe can shoot, but he doesn't even need to. He'll take it if it's wide open, especially when he wants to take a quick breather. But it is the way it is, long range. Bye-bye.
Oh, my goodness.
Bye-bye.
Antonio.
You knew that.
The Kangaroos are spraying the place. They out here crop dusting.
That's 8 for 8, by the way. That's 8 for 8, by the way.
That's 8 twos?
No, that's 8 for 8.
Oh, yeah, the predictions. Oh, my. Man.
But you're asking if it's the game plan. I don't think it's the game plan. I think that they'll take whatever they're going to be given. Because at the end of the day, 3/4 of those shots, if not more than 80% in my short-term memory, they're just wide open looks, man. They're just good looks, built off transition basketball, good kick-out passes, fast break opportunities, and talent. So it's not like they're chucking up deuces just because they have no other option. They're doing what they have available to them at the time it's available. They've done the post-up. They've done the mismatches. The drive to the cup.
Oh, my God. Who is this man?
Well, I told you, he's Spider.
Hey. Donovan Mitchell.
Yes.
Play nice. Come on, man.
But does it pay to play nice?
No, I don't really mean it.
So play bad.
I mean,
play mean.
Yeah, he's a bad boy. He might have played for the Pistons. Game point, Australia.
Well, he doesn't play for the Detroit Pistons. He plays for the Aussie Pistols.
Oh. Okay. Give it up to him. They've been knocking him down all game.
Real long.
And that one will miss. Antonio can't track it down.
We're well on our way to have the fastest game of main draw in the men's bracket. And it's going to be quite stressful thinking of this matchup between China and Australia. But remember what we talked about yesterday with Thailand having a day against Maldives, and we were looking at the matchup then with the Philippines, which was going to be a quite different story with the physicality of the Philippines and playing for like a knockout game, literally, for both teams. Not anticipating that Australia will face the same fate than Thailand did, but I'm just saying that might not be smooth sailing, number one. China has big bodies and experience, and if, for example, Australia falls in love with the two and decides to just chuck up deuces instead of also looking for those mismatches,
well, I don't know.
You know, that could be a mistake. So we'll see.
I don't know. I think they are heavy favorites in this group.
Yeah.
And they got options. They can pass that like Stockton. It ain't just one shooter. So one guy can have an off game. Look at the defense too. From McDaniel. Takes the cookie. Ooh. Yep. Mitchell gonna be on the top 5 at some point this tournament. I'm telling you right now.
He has Stifle in his squad, so they're gonna share the wealth.
Z Fuang. He'll let it go. Loose ball. Who touched it last? Let it go. Oh, you want to, what's that, Frozen on us?
I would not know anything about Frozen, brother. I'm sorry.
10-point game.
Oh, that would have been important, because you have to think of a potential 3-way tie, which is still feasible in Malaysia.
No, it's not feasible.
Oh, so you're already calling that Australia is going to run through the group without contestant?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Did you just watch this team?
I did.
Yes. And this dude, Donovan Mitchell, is the truth. No fabrication. He's a problem.
Wasn't Australia the Kangaroos on the women's bracket last year running through everyone and still end up being tied up with 2 minutes to go in the final game against Japan?
No, that's the women's competition, and it's last year. It is not relevant at all for this year. At all.
We're talking about 3x3 experience.
All right.
I'm just saying, you would know more than anybody.
Well, we got 5 minutes before we get to our next game. We're rolling right through this first day of main draw group play.
Yeah, Qatar with an opportunity to punch its ticket already to the quarterfinals with a win against India.
We will see, yeah, with India on their back. We got, again, 5 minutes before we check ball for that one, so stick and stay. More Asia Cup 2026 on the way.
got the teams out on court. And you know how we do here, FIBA 3x3. So we want to get you guys in the stands involved. Yes, you guys in the stands are the rock stars. That's right, that's right. That's right, the ring rock stars. So we're going to take it to you with our air guitar band. There we go. Next up, men's action. It's going to be Qatar taking on India.
Here we go, India, Qatar on the slate here, back in Singapore from OCBC Square. What's happening? What's going on?
Here we go.
Got to be enjoying the action so far today. We're nearly at the midway point of the action. Blowout W for the Australia game, the previous game. Qatar, way back, 2013, when we still called the Asia Cup the Asian Championships. They won good. They've been rebuilding kind of ever since, and have not sniffed the same type of success. 2026, they're hoping it's going to be their year. Team Qatar is here.
Yeah, with a
Neda Muslic, the veteranship that he brings. We say Mohamed Obasher get a lot better too. He's come up from the youth competition. Dejan Janic is a straight shooter.
Well, Obasher is literally their best all-around threat.
Yeah.
The one capable of posting up. He can shoot, but he can put the ball down on the floor, attacking closeouts. He has better mobility defensively as well. So it's going to be interesting because you know that Neda Muslic does not have the same ability to move his feet as Obasher. Obasher is more athletic.
Yeah.
But Muslic has that ability to shoot from deep with maybe more consistency on his good days. So we'll see. Always an intriguing matchup when you play against Qatar. I'm still waiting to see whether they're going to be building more of a team-oriented type of philosophy, because as of late, what we've seen from Qatar is a lot of ISO ball, a lot of fast shooting. But once the tough gets going and they match up with a very physical, tough defense.
Yeah, once the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
Right, and they'll be struggling. So even though they have size and they could be quite impactful on the rebounding end, I'm still debating of whether or not they can be competitive if they keep on practicing that type of game plan. But there is a new face for me that could potentially change the deal. Dejan Janic wasn't there last year, and you want to add that little flavor of ball movement, basketball IQ, and those different reads that you can have based on what the defense do.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I would say that I'm more interested to see how India's mentality is in this game.
Sure.
Because you know, the loss to New Zealand only by 5 points, but they never really were competitive in that game.
No.
And coming off a qualifying draw with plenty of momentum, 3-0, the confidence was at an all-time high. Can they regain that confidence with their backs against the wall? Must-win scenario to try to come out of this group and get one of those top 2 spots.
But Kyle, I'll go even a bit further. Who eliminated India in the quarterfinals last year? It was New Zealand. It's not a matchup that they like. It's a team that plays so aggressively. They just have a hard time to respond to that. And I'm not sure that Qatar can match the same intensity defensively that New Zealand did, especially throughout 10 minutes.
Yeah. And
that could be an opportunity for India to feel more confident.
Oh, nice action to start things off. Bang outs. That's how he treats the Prince. Obasher with that dunk. Ooh, sing. I like to sing about the new with a nice fake. There's Janic. Dejan streaming past the defense. Move through with the rock. Trying to get rid of Obasher. He'll move to the top of the key. Sizing it up. Letting it fly. Off iron it will go. Track down, though, in the corner.
You know, one thing that could be worrisome about India's game plan, if they start going into hero ball mode and they're trying to save the day each individual turn by turn, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out at all.
Janic putting on the brakes. And cannot get it to go from the baseline. Dagger with the clear. Good look from 2. Prince flies in, but can't get the follow to go. Quick hands. Muslic now on the move to Janic. Nice connection.
Yeah, but in comparison to last year, more ball movement, more passing game.
Well, I think Muslic really thrives as a creator, right? Distributor on the team.
But this duo, this combination of Janic and Muslic might be all that Qatar needed to find a better flow offensively and allow Abasher to be that glue guy.
Oh, he's the guy now. There's no question about it. Abasher with the rock now will feed it underneath. Layup is missed initially, and then the follow-up also won't go. Muthu hands it off to Daga. Daga inside, Singh.
Good fake.
Yes,
Smart. And ooh, I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure at all, to be quite honest. But it happens. I think he slipped, lost the handle. But you see the last combination that we saw from India. Since the beginning of the game, it's the first time that we've seen more than 2 passes and having those type of opportunities to create a gap and take advantage of something.
Yeah.
Before that, it was just like dribble, dribble, just like that. Dribble, dribble, and dribble again.
Well, Singh's got the green light.
It's Muthu. Muthu Krishna.
Yeah, that's Muthu. Yeah, it's Singh in now.
But it's not a good look for Team India when they just revert to playing dribble, 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 pull up, dribble, dribble, step back. Don't really believe in their chances when they play like that.
Eddie from D. Not exactly his forte. 2-point shooting. 3-2 start. Qatar. Here's this call. Reaching in. No debate from him.
Nice. Gotta go straight up.
Yeah, he dragged the pivot foot.
Yeah, gotta go straight up. Because there's a difference when it's Muthu or someone else, but when it's Prince, gotta have faith in your athletic ability to elevate over any type of contest. There you go.
Go, DJ. That's my Dejan Janic from the corner. Tipped out. Prince can't land it. Ricochets back to him. And they will get a whistle. That's Singh on the tip attempt. Earns a trip to the stripe. But a stagnant offensive start for India, who have had, their share of issues here. Once they got to the main draw, the competition level stepped up, and they haven't exactly met it. Down by 3. Ooh, Muthu in his bag. Nice work right there. Wipe me down.
Wipe him down.
Five, 3.
Ball deflected.
I think that went off of Janic.
Yep.
Into our first media timeout as Qatar in front. And this is a game I think most people coming into it might have given India a slight advantage, but they have not been themselves so far.
Well, they haven't been themselves since the beginning of the main draw, and once again, India was thriving last year and in the qualifying draw when they were getting the ball on the move and they were flashing, fake back screening.
Yes.
Going for handoffs and extra passes. When they go for ISO and hero ball, it's not looking good.
Ooh, Basher to the crib.
I like him. I like him a lot. Last year, he showed big strides. See, ISO ball once again.
Look at the defense, though.
Yeah, but it's much easier to guard you when you're dribbling 8 times in a possession than when you're catching, attacking on the move, attacking off closeouts.
Yeah.
It's much easier for the defense, especially in 3x3 where you are allowed to bump a little bit more.
Basher, you can credit him for that shot clock violation. He
Definitely.
played it. The lockdown defense, but then Music gets caught camping in the lane for 3 seconds, so violation. We'll turn it back over to India. Basher, meantime, will get a rest. Dagger, two ball, spin out. No, that's a foul off ball. Thought Yagic might have got away with an extra step.
I think that if that whistle was not blown there, would have been blown up there for trouble, for sure.
Vucevic, stroke is broke. They'll try it at a closer range, and that connects. Meantime, India cannot buy a bucket right now, and Vucevic takes the package, delivers. Daka, as he drive left to the baseline, he receives a shove from Dayon. And a 5-point lead for Qatar. Last game before the session break. Qatar can advance the lead. See.
You cannot afford to miss that, Kyle.
He hesitated.
Yeah. And that's when you're doubtful. You start missing those, that means that you're truly struggling right now.
We'll switch to Abasha. Give it up. Step back, cross, two ball launched. Won't fall. And Prince, another miss. Both teams off target from deep. They get plenty of looks, however. Another one. Same result. And Vucevic needs a sub.
You know what you're seeing from India? A team playing without conviction. They're not playing with a sense of urgency neither. And these are two key elements for you to get out of the tournament prematurely.
Yeah, it's been flat to say the least. Looks like we might have another
3-second call in the paint.
3-second call.
Mubarak took a nap in the gray, the dark gray, that is.
Yeah, I'm so used to calling it the paint. I mean, because in the U.S., usually that area is painted a different color. But the point still remains. A couple of players.
It's the second time they slip in the same spot. But
I think it was Yagic at that spot before.
That was him. That was him, and the foul call was whistled on that one, and it was the same slip. The same situation happened.
Past the midway point here, 4:47 left. This one's been a slow cooker. Some defense inside from Singh now. ISO with Abasha defending. Singh has it cross, drive, past Abasha. Probably should have went up with the left, but tough shot.
Probably should have got the ball on the move, and not go ISO ball.
Nice lay. Yagic pressuring Dagger and Singh. Dagger way off target.
They're just shooting, hoping for a good result. You don't need to hope in dress. You need to build your faith.
This effort this year. Beautiful finish from Dagger off the Spinderella in the paint. But I was just about to say, this team's performance this year, a far cry from 2025's India squad.
Definitely. And it's the same team. How about that? Not a new face.
Yeah.
Nothing. And they just keep on chucking up deuces like they have no more time to come back. And they do, actually. Over 3 minutes is quite long, and there you go. Great basketball IQ, the court awareness. Dayon with the sweet dime piece. Well, India just will shoot itself out of the game completely.
6 points separated right now. They add a 6th foul, so no more fouls for India to give. And they certainly haven't given a lot of scoring, to say the least. Breaking the action And India got some things to talk over. They are the squad in jeopardy. So Basher started the game with a bang. And Team Qatar has not looked back so far. And they have possession as we get restarted. Abasha to Janic. Janic, step back. Reassessing the defense here with 3, 2, none. Air mailed out of bounds. About a tenth of a second on the clock. I thought it was an air ball, but it was deflected. Nonetheless, turnover on that possession for Qatar anyway. India have taken a lot of two-point attempts. It'd be good to just see them take what the defense gives them and get a whistle right there. A fortunate call outside the arc. Muslic not respecting the landing space of Prince as the shooter. So if you can't get it from beyond the arc, be a good place to get back in the game is at the free throw line. And India have to believe that it's not too late.
They should, but the problem is they keep on chucking up deuces, and what made them successful is their ability to attack gaps, crash boards, and get those easy buckets, those easy layups that then force the defense to adjust a little bit and gap them because they were so efficient attacking the rim. And that's when the open twos came, and that's when the balance came, and that's when they proposed that kind of flavor, that kind of spice that made it exciting and also helped them be hopeful of success. Right now, there is nothing to hope for if you play that brand of 3x3, especially against a very solid Qatar team that is doing a decent job defensively, contesting things, using length and physicality to contest any type of movement. But at the end of the day, the only time that we saw India play as a squad, Singh scored a bucket because they went, passed to the wing, go for the handoff. Singh came from behind, did the first screen, re-screen, rolled to the basket. He was by himself. When did we see something like that again from India? We didn't. All they do is play ISO ball. And I'm not saying you cannot win with that style of play, but then you've got to be spectacularly good.
Right. Yeah, super consistent.
And that's the problem. They're not. And it's not their style either.
No, they look at the body language. They look dejected. They're certainly frustrated. And usually you wouldn't see that in a 4-point game with 2.5 minutes to play from a team.
Yeah.
But it's pretty evident. It's written all over. They're gesturing
as if they don't believe anymore. And I don't understand why, because we've seen them in the qualifying draw being challenged, playing from behind, particularly against Kazakhstan, and they came back. They came back in a spectacular fashion, and they got battle tested again in their second game in the qualifying draw, and they won at the very end by 1.
Well, even that trip to the free throw line where Janic missed them both, that should be, that should start to encourage, India. Oh, that's a strong layup right there. But plays like that should reignite some of that belief. And Basher, he goes to work.
And it's easy work for him down at the post office. See, that's not a good shot at all. It's just poor shot selection.
And there's a good shot. Great look, wide open. DJ.
The wind has picked up a little bit, and that's it's not the smartest of fouls from Prince. You have to stay aware of foul trouble. And that's the 8th team foul, which means that Muslic will go to the free throw line to bump the lead up to 6 potentially. But we've seen so many scenarios where 7, 8, even 9-point lead vanished quite amazingly. But in this game, there's a little hope now. It's just too many things going wrong for India. So let's see if grace will come their way. But you see, once again, ISO ball.
Yeah. ISO ball, standing, watching.
Tough hit.
Yeah, good bucket.
Oh, steal.
Delay game warning. So India,
It's only a 4-point game, Kyle. It would be incredible if India manages to win this game, honestly. It would be incredible, but it's still very possible, and that's the madness of the situation.
Qatar, they failed to put them away, and they've had their opportunities too.
Yeah, especially at the free throw line.
Oh, yeah. So still anybody's game, although Qatar lead it by 4. But both teams, the rim has not been kind to them.
So ball for India.
See if anybody can provide a spark for India. Our officials are gonna talk that over. See whose ball that should be. It didn't seem like it hit any rim. Okay, they do decide that it's cut to the ball. And a couple of seconds to get a shot up. Leon gets it off in time. And it's another brick. Muthu won't go. Prince using those long arms to poke it away, but he steps on the line. Just mistakes.
I don't understand. I really don't, because you guys have to. I'm sure it's intriguing probably to people listening to the commentary why we're disappointed like that. But we've seen India not only in the qualifying draw, but last year it's the same team, and they have the shadow of themselves. They don't drive. They don't try to draw fouls.
And the mistakes have compounded. Prince. Yeah, trying to beat the horn. Another wild shot. And India are stuck in neutral. He will finally knock down a 2. And I think it's safe to say that that is going to be the effective kill shot, the dagger, even with a minute, 40 seconds to play. Makes it a 6-point game. And given the complexion of this one for India, they are not going to be able to climb out of this hole. They've given us no reason to believe that they will. And another foul only makes matters worse. Qatar will shoot 2 free throws, the 9th foul on India. And they want a timeout. They're gonna have plenty of time to talk this tournament over. As their journey here at this edition of the Asian Cup will not reach the elimination rounds. They will not be podium bound in 2026. And back to the drawing board. Cashes in. Gonna salt this one away.
And I think it's his shoes, because he's the only one that keeps on slipping and sliding like that. Yeah. Too little, too late.
Want to be white ball too. Turn the shot clock off. 8 seconds remain in the game, and no need for Qatar to do much. Yannick sneaks it in for one crying score. 16-10 is the final. India 0-2, as they will not be moving on.
And Qatar joins the knockout round party in 2 days.
Yes, yep. They'll battle with New Zealand for first place out of the group, but they have secured their spot on day 5 of this competition. And again, India are out, and so are we. After the highlights, we'll step aside for a session break, and the action will resume here at OCBC Square in 1 hour's time, as we will get back underway here again in 60 minutes. Starting in the women's competition, China and Kazakhstan, when the Asia Cup 2026 continues. We will say so long for now and enjoy this 60-minute lunch break, and see you guys on the other side.